Ah, here we go. It's good. I've got some nice hot coffee on the go in the old Kawasaki cup. It's like I even got the YouTube uniform on. You know, the Kawasaki hoodie. It doesn't feel right if I'm not wearing this. I need to get a matching hat now. Anyway, I'm now going to make a lot of progress on this bike tonight. I'm going to stick in an hour or two of taking this bike apart because it's February, the middle of February, and I want to make. I want to get this on the road soon. It's the weather's starting to turn and get a bit warmer and brighter. So come along with me. I'm going to show you what we're going to do tonight. We're going to strip some parts apart, if that makes sense. Job number one. Let's take off the end can and then the headers, followed by the radiator and the cooling system. For this we're using a ball socket hexagon. It's a 5mm head. I just don't want to scratch the exhaust. It's already been cerakoted, this exhaust pipe, so don't want to scratch it. It's a nice little close-up of the exhaust, the old noisy pipe. It's quite clean. It's hardly been used. Like I said earlier, it's been cerakoted. All of the pipes, headers down to here at the flange for the exhaust bolt. So yeah, it's good condition. It's I'll take care of this and get it wrapped up nice when it's off. Right, so to get to the exhaust headers, really you want to get the radiator out of the way. So that's the first thing you're going to do. Take off these pipes, and I think I might renew these pipes. I saw a set on eBay. Do you know Samco silicon hose pipes for a motorbike? A set is like 250 quid or 200 quid roughly. Absolute incredible price. But I saw a set of another brand, not Samco, which seemed to be the leading brand, for about 70 quid for this bike. So I think I might renew them with all these sexy silicon hoses. There we go. Piddle, piddle, piddle. God, that's a tank off now, the fairing. I've had to stick it out the way up here on this one. Frame A. It's just been held up with that bit of wood. Old bed slats always come in handy, don't they? Hope the thing don't fall over. I've got to move this bike around. I've got to open the garages up and get to that side to get to the other bit of the radiator. Then the exhaust. Right, that's the radiator. Oh, where's my bucket? Where's my bucket? Here we go, look, nice little close-up. So you can see these downpipes. I mentioned the Cerakote. It's kind of one of the main reasons I bought this bike, because I advertised that with the engine being recently rebuilt during a lockdown project of his, and he vapor blasted the engine and Cerakoted these downpipes, so they're not too bad condition. So now with the radiator removed, look, I've got good access to all 8 of those bolts, so they look nice and shiny. Obviously this has not hardly been run at all since this has been fitted, so this should just come off with ease. There shouldn't be no troubles here. Okay, so when I said with ease, out the 8 bolts, probably 3 of them probably only finger tight. It's lucky this thing stayed on if it had gone out for a ride. So with the front headers getting loose, I've just propped this hand towel roll under this end so the exhaust doesn't fall down, put weight on it while I take the rest of the headers off. Here we go, she's off. Alright, here we can see then the exhaust is off. So it's dusty, okay, look, but they're good condition headers. I'm really pleased with those. They came off really easy. I might replace the gaskets. Might as well, only a few quid for these copper gaskets. But now with the exhaust off, I can get access to the jacking point on the frame there, because I need to get this up off the ground so the frame can come up. Basically this jacking stand, the scissor lift, will go under that frame instead of this one, so all that needs to be taken off. That scissor lift needs to go under that bike so I can jack it up. But before I get it up on its stand, I'm going to go over it with a fine set of spanners and sockets and crack off every tight nut and bolt all over the bike, because when it's up on the stand it's going to be a bit wobbly, so everything is going to be cracked off tonight. The wheel and swing arm, that's going to stay together. The shock's coming out, that's staying. All that's going to get sold. That's the VFR 750 swing arm. That's some other guy's project, not mine, but there we go. So that's the next step. Straighten it back up on the mat, the old glorious Kawasaki green mat, and then we can start cracking off all these nuts. Bloody finger tight. Okay, I'll just put that back on just to show you, but you know, imagine riding this down the road at the national speed limit and it all kind of falls apart on you. Right then, so this back end with this swing arm, the pivot nut, that's all been loosened off, and underneath all these suspension linkages have all been loosened. Oh, I better do the top shock absorber nut. These hangers can all come off, they're not doing anything at the moment. And then I'm just going to roll it backwards and start on the front end. All the front forks, the yokes, and possibly wheel spindle and calipers, that can all be loosened off. Just taking all the pressure off it, so then when it's not going to fall over on me in the future. So we're getting there tonight. It's only taken about 30 minutes. I've got sweat on. I've had to take the old fleece off. Whew. Right, back in a moment. Yeah, come on. Done, 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 done. Done that side. Loosen those off. Can't get my sockets into that. I'm going to have to move this now. I have to move all this switch gear out of the way to get me access. .12mm Allen head on the old socket 3/8. There we go. You really need a good set of Allen heads sockets. I just got a new set recently, 20 quid for a full set, and I think I'm just going to show you actually, because that's it for stripping down and doing that. United Tools 9090 it's called. Proper big set, goes all the way up to 22mm, 19, 17, 15, 14. Proper good set, really worth doing, because I think I've got to do the front axle now, so let's dig them out. Now just to crack off the wheel axle, I've got this 14mm Allen head socket on that side. That's on a 1/2 inch size, so I can use a 1/2 inch ratchet, and on the near side it requires a 12mm, which I've got on a 3/8. So good bit of teamwork here. Let's go. There we go. Okay, one last bit before I forget. This bike has 4 engine mount bolts. At the top here I'll start as a 12mm. And that's bloody loose anyway to begin with, so that's no different. Down here underneath you have a pinch bolt. It's now loose. Followed by a stronger bolt which is on a 14mm socket. So that's this side done. Let's go to the other side. Okay, this side, I think the water coolant bottle's in the way, so I'm going to leave it on for now. And down the bottom, the bolt I want to get to, it's got the gear linkage in the way, so let's come back. Yeah, it's just a 10mm socket on this. There we go, let's drop that down. Where's my bolt gone? Engine mount bolt, yeah. Blimey. Engine mount bolt finger tight again. Bloody joke. I'll put this linkage back on then, because there we go. You buy somebody else's project, you end up having, well, I'm lucky I'm stripping it down and restarting this whole bike. Probably not every nut and bolt, but a lot of them. It's lucky I found that, because it could have been a bit dangerous, couldn't it? Right, I think that's all for tonight. But don't worry, this video will continue. It'll just blend into one. I'm going to merge them together. That's it for tonight. I'm going to go in. I shall be back tomorrow night, and hopefully we can get all that tidied away and get that jacked up. So cue this now on its stand. There we are, she's on the stand, on the scissor lift. Yeah, got there in the end, took about 7 attempts, but now that's on, this swing arm is coming out. This, yeah, will not need this, that's going to come out, and then we can start more of the process. So let's get this baby out. Oh god, here we go. Ah, good. Good. Oh, it's filthy. There we go, this beast is off. This is no longer needed. So there we have it, people. I think this now ends this video for this week. It's been quite productive over this morning and last night's work. So you can see now I've got this it's all jacked up. A lot of wiring. I hope I can remember where all the wiring goes, but I've got the Haynes manual if I don't remember. So yeah, that bike's almost ready to lift the frame off the engine. Just got to sort out the front end, maybe over the weekend. But that's it, I got that back end off. There's the new frame that's going to be painted very soon, and then we're going to transplant it over onto this engine right here. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and a big thank you to some of the new viewers that have been giving me a bit of advice and help along the way. I think one's called Dave and another one's called Mark. So big thanks to you guys. I'll see you soon, and hopefully this improves. See you later.